Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. This is Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. Today we have another foundation review for you. I'm here for the foundations because if you didn't know, I am a foundation junkie and it's by far my favorite product in makeup. So we are going to be testing out the new Marc Jacobs Cafe Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. I will be doing a full day's wear test for you all, showing you application of the product, what the product looks like in my studio lighting, as well as in natural lighting. We will be doing flash photography, and then of course I will be sharing with you all my final thoughts of the foundation at the end of the video. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I hope that you will consider subscribing my channel and joining the Glam Girl squad. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for taking time to come back and watch this video with me. And let's just get right into this video. Here's the outer packaging of the product, which I think is really pretty. It has this beautiful coffee swirl of coffee and maybe some creamer. I'm not a coffee drinker, so sorry if I got that wrong. And then here is the actual bottle container. And so it is composed of glass, and the applicator has a really nice size, large doe foot, which I think is great for applying the product across the face. I did pick up shade 320 Tan. This shade is described as tan with peach undertones. I love peachy undertones for any of my foundation, so if I do see that a foundation does have that type of undertone, I'm gonna reach for it and try it first. So far, this product is not in Sephora stores yet, but you can obviously order it from Sephora's website. So this foundation does retail for $39. We get a total of 0.5 ounces of product, or 15 mils of product. And if you're looking at this as a foundation only, that is definitely half the normal amount that we do get from a typical foundation. If you're looking at this as a concealer, this is a whole lot more concealer than we normally get. Depending on how you're looking at it, you're either getting more bang for your buck or less bang for your buck. That's all I'll say. This product does come in 30 shades, and I think the shade range of this particular foundation concealer is pretty decent. So on the Sephora website, it is described as a 2-in-1 caffeine infused concealer and foundation with natural looking full coverage and all day wear to visibly brighten and re-energize all skin types. So it is saying that this product is full. It's going to have a natural finish on the skin. And some of the highlighted ingredients are going to be caffeine. This ingredient is going to visibly re-energize the skin. Oat extract is going to calm and soothe the skin. And there's 5 forms of coconut that's going to hydrate and nourish the skin with an abundance of vitamins and nutrients. This particular product is vegan and cruelty free, and it is free of parabens and a whole bunch of other things that we might commonly find in some of our foundations and concealers. And then lastly, it is marketed to be crease resistant. This particular product does not come with a fragrance, which is good. And I am currently wearing the foundation on my skin. So upon applying this foundation, initially I thought that this particular foundation was going to be too deep for my skin just from swatching it. I applied this particular swatch on my arm about 9 minutes ago because I wanted to see if this particular product did oxidize, because it just seemed deeper on my arm than it did my face. Here is a new swatch of the product compared to this original swatch, and it doesn't appear to oxidize too much, but we do see a little bit of deepening of the foundation from this most recent application of it to it sitting on the skin for about 9 minutes. So it oxidizes a little bit, but I don't think it oxidizes too much to where you need to actually go down a shade, because it's going to end up oxidizing to your correct shade. Upon applying it to the skin, I think it actually was a pretty decent shade match for my skin. I think it blended really nicely into the skin, and I would agree that it definitely left a natural looking finish. It wasn't overly dewy, but it also didn't give me just a complete matte type of finish. I do think this is a product that you could probably build up to a nice medium full type of coverage, depending on the amount of the product that you do want to apply. I did go in with just a couple of more swipes of the product around my freckles to see if I could build up coverage, and I do think I was able to build up a little bit of coverage. I was very cognizant to not apply too much of the product, But depending on your preferences and if you do prefer more of a fuller coverage, I think you could definitely get a fuller coverage with this particular foundation slash concealer. I do think this is a product that can definitely be built up to full coverage, and especially if you were to use it under the eye, I definitely can see how this product would definitely brighten that area and also hide dark circles and blemishes that you might not want to see either under the eye or across the face. Initially, I am quite pleased with the product. I'm like, okay, this is really nice. I was really happy and pretty pleased with the shade match, especially guessing it online. I do think the swatches of the product on the arms were really helpful. So when you go to the Sephora website, there's a picture of arm swatches. That was really helpful to me, as well as the description of the actual foundation shades. So I've had the foundation on for 5 hours, and I think for 5 hours of wear, we're looking pretty darn good, looking pretty good. So with my smile line right here, we do have just a little bit of settling. Just as a disclaimer, typically foundation is going to settle in that smile line on my face. So I'm not ever shocked or concerned that there is settling there. I always look to see, is that smile line exaggerated? Does it take away from the look of my face overall? Like when you look at me, are you drawn to that one area? And then is there continued settling across the day? So I'll say that. I'm happy with the way that it has settled. I don't think it's exaggerated in that spot. And I will say that even after wearing this foundation for about 2.5 hours, there actually wasn't any settling after the first couple of hours. I had a lot of meetings today and I've done a lot of talking, so I'm not surprised that there is just a little bit of creasing there. I do see just a little bit of my oils coming through around my nose, but I don't think it's anything alarming at this point. So I'll definitely follow up with that as the day goes on and report back if this particular area does produce more oils or not. When I did the flash photography test, that's where it got a little weird for me. So this product does not claim to have any SPF, so I wasn't expecting flashback. And as you can see from the picture, I kind of look ghostly, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. Not sure what's going on with that, but that is something to take note of. If you do get this foundation and you want to wear it when you know you might be having some pictures taken of you that will incorporate flash, do a little dry test, a little dry run first, just to make sure it looks good on your skin with that flash from the camera. I don't know, maybe it's the caffeine in the product that's supposed to revive the skin and give you that brightened look. Maybe that's what's causing the overall look. And the more I think about it, I kind of feel like that might be what it is. But it looked kind of weird to me. So I don't know if I would use this product with flash photography. I'd have to test it, just to further confirm that. But just from today, I'm like, I'll probably wear this during the day. Just to be on the safe side. Other things that you might want to know about my face to, just kind of give an overall understanding as to what's on my face. I did apply the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer under the eyes, and I have it in shade medium 39. I set it with my tried and true Charlotte powder and Pat powder. I went in with a Gucci powder in shade 7, and I set this area of the face and a little bit of this area of the face with this powder. And then I did apply highlight on the face right along here, right here, and just a little bit right here. So that's kind of what I have on my face, just to give you an idea as to what's on my face. I did not set my face with any type of setting spray, and I didn't prime my face with any type of primer. I just used my skincare and then follow through with the foundation. So I will check back in some hours later to do my final update and share with you my final thoughts then. So definitely stay tuned. Okay, we are back. It is the end of the day. I have had this foundation on for 9 hours. So, got some thoughts. And here we go. Let's look at what's going on with my face. First of all, y'all, not gonna lie, I just got up from a nap about 15 minutes ago. So if you see residue from my liquid lipstick, it is because I've been sleeping. I slept for maybe like a good almost 2 hours now that I think about it. Maybe hour and a half to 2 hours, we'll say that. I slept primarily on this side of the face. And honestly, this foundation held up very well for me being asleep. So, I mean, I feel like you can pretty much still see, my blush. Not so much of my highlight is maybe this side. But I feel like in terms of the wear of the foundation is still there. Something that I definitely picked up and noticed about this foundation is that it is quite long wearing foundation concealer. It is quite long wearing, and I think especially for it being a concealer, that's a really great quality, because you know, a lot of times if you are going to be doing, you know, being out and about, you want your concealer to hold up just as long as your foundation. So if like a long wearing concealer or a long wearing foundation are really important to you, this definitely is going to have that type of property, in my opinion. The fact that I was able to take a nap and I still feel like my foundation is on my face, that leads me to believe that this particular foundation could last even longer if I needed it to be. In terms of the dew that I see around my nose, I definitely see more dew and more shine around my nose. And I feel like I potentially have more dew and shine because this foundation concealer is not the most lightweight. It is, I feel it. And I'm like, at this point, I want to take my makeup off. It's not the most heaviest feeling foundation concealer I've ever worn, but I definitely feel it on my face. So I don't think this is the most breathable type of foundation or product, I'll say that. And I do know when your face feels like it's not properly hydrated, when it can't breathe the way that it wants to, one of the first signs of that is that we're going to produce more oils, taking it from my anatomy and physiology background. So a lot of times when I do see kind of more oil building up around my nose, especially when the rest of my face looks pretty mattified, I'm like, okay, my oils are coming through as if my skin feels like I need a little bit more hydration, because that's how our oil glands work. So I don't like, earlier in the day, I felt like the foundation looked quite natural looking, like it wasn't too dewy, it wasn't too matte. Now I feel like the foundation might look a little more matte than I would like. So I would recommend this foundation for people who definitely have drier skin. I think you would really like the more natural to mattified finish of the foundation. I think if you have dry skin, maybe you definitely would need a hydrating primer for sure. For me, I have more normal types of skin, and I feel like I need like some type of hydrating base. I'd like my Lila Be a Glow setting mist. Like I feel like I want to use all of the glow things to make this foundation not look so matte, so mattified, and not so kind of heavy, kind of dry looking, because that's how I feel it looks, especially when I'm looking up close. With my smile lines, I feel like we didn't get any extra settling, which was great. So I think I would agree to the claim of it being creaseless. Yes, you know, it did crease within my smile line here, but I don't think it's one of those foundation concealer products that's gonna overly crease. I also feel like if I were to continue to wear this as a foundation, I probably wouldn't set it, like, because I don't think it needs a ton of powder. And that could be the very reason why I might be feeling like it's too mattified. I don't use a lot of powder anyway, but I just feel like this product is going to dry down and set in the face in a more matte-like way. So that's why I said it could work for drier skin, probably would be better suited for combo oily skin. Those are just my initial thoughts. Obviously, this is a first impression, so should I change my mind on anything, I will definitely update you on the future, but just based on how things are looking, that's what I'm leaning toward. And just taking my Wayne Goss airbrush brush. However, I do feel like this product does look quite flawless on the face. And for me, and the way that I like my foundations to sit on the face and just the way that I like for them to look, I would probably reach for this product as a concealer only, not as a foundation. I don't see myself wanting to use this product again as a foundation. That's just my own opinion. And like I said, it's just based on what I like. I love foundations. And so if I'm going to go for a base, even more of like a more matte base, I'm going to go for a base that's going to maybe be more matte, but still kind of have life to the face. I don't think this product has that, but I do think this would work excellent as a concealer. So if you do have dark circles, or you just like a fuller coverage concealer, I think this is definitely going to be one to explore and take a look at. I'm not going to rate this product as a fail because I don't think it's a fail. For me, I think this would just work better as a concealer. And those are my thoughts with that. So that's that. Guys, those are my final thoughts. Let me know what you think of the foundation. Let me know how you feel it wore. Let me know your thoughts if you're interested in the product. And if you've made it to this point of the video, first of all, thank you so much for making it to this point. Definitely consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad. We'd love to have you. And don't forget, I am doing a giveaway. I am giving away the Natasha Denona Mini Love PR Kit. If you are interested in entering this giveaway, take a look at my January favorites video. I'll link it for you right here in this video. And you can enter in the giveaway on that video. The instructions are very easy to follow, and the giveaway does close February 14th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.